Hi there, this is my submission for the Vapi AI build challenge. It's called Shout. Shout is a voice-based AI agent designed to support people in emotional distress or moments of crisis. I built Shout because human crisis lines are amazing, but they can be everywhere at once. Volunteers get burned out, and sometimes people feel like they're burdened if they call. Another time, they don't feel like they're super effective. Shout is meant to be a judgment-free way to talk without pressure, but can also escalate to emergency services as needed. It's not a real product, by the way, but just a demo to show what AI could do in this space. So I'm gonna show you how it works pretty briefly before I actually test it. So this is Vapi's pretty straightforward to use, and obviously this is the first message, and it's sent that it's the system that speaks first. I used GPT-4 because it's pretty straightforward, and I think it's the most normal by way of straightforward human language without complicating things. So this is the prompt. And it just provides a lot of context. So who the agent is, what they should factor in, how they should respond, and also, and then call a next step. So what I think would be really cool for Shout to do is that after a call, it's able to check in with users or with callers rather for future. Just to see how they're doing in the near future. That I know a lot of helplines do that at the moment, and they do that by either sending a text to follow up. I think a text or call option to follow up can be really helpful in this sense as well. Yeah, so this is basically just how it works. There's a lot more details in the GitHub repo that shows the prompt info, but also the why behind the prompt as well. Yeah, so just a bit more of that. I chose a zero point 0.5 temperature because it's a pretty high stakes chat or voice agent being built. I'd rather have a lower temperature to make sure that the answers are predictable and not out of control. Right. Yeah, I mean, everything else is pretty standard, as you can see. And yeah, you'll see how the tools work in a second. There's more details in the GitHub as well, with just all these answered. I'm going to test it now, and let's see how it actually works.
Hello, thanks for calling Shout. I'm Kylie. What's happening today?
I'm having a really hard day.
I'm really sorry to hear that. Would you like to tell me more about what's been going on?
I lost my job, I don't have any friends, and I can't do this anymore.
That sounds incredibly overwhelming. Losing a job can bring a lot of uncertainty, and feeling isolated can make everything feel even heavier. It's understandable to feel like you can't go on. Would you like to talk more about how you're feeling right now?
No, I don't want to talk. I'm done with it all.
It sounds like you're feeling really hopeless right now. I want to make sure you're safe. Can you tell me if you're thinking about hurting yourself?
I am.
I'm really sorry to hear that you're feeling this way. It's important that we talk about this. I want to help you. I may need to connect you to a live counselor or call emergency services to ensure you get the help you need. Would that be okay?
I'm not sure. What do you think?
I understand that this might feel overwhelming, but talking to someone who can provide immediate support could really help you through this. You're not alone in this moment. Would you like me to connect you to someone who can help?
Yes.
Thank you for trusting me to connect you to someone who can help. You deserve support right now. Please hold on for a moment while I get you through to a counselor.
Cool. Yeah, this is just a glimpse of how it could really work. Bear in mind, this is about 1 minute and 30 something seconds, and we know that it takes a lot longer in real time to get through people. Obviously, Kylie, the AI agent, was really helpful and quite understanding and affirming for the caller. And obviously, these aren't how the calls normally might go in real time, but just an example of how it could really pan out in reality. Oh yeah, but the Shout agent obviously would assume they're different characters, different names if this were to exist, but offers simple grounding, checking for risk, and would imagine that in real time, could follow up with helpful resources by text. More details in the repo, as I said. But yeah, this is just meant to show how AI could fill the gap where someone needs to talk at moments of crisis, and could scale to help more people in the real world where human volunteers can't really meet this need. Yeah, this is my submission, and check the repo for any questions. Thanks.